So we walk into Neuron Neurological Clinic, which is located in Blaine, Minnesota, within the France Place building. We go into the second floor and we go into his office, which is the IT room. And this is his office. It's just one room. No real, entertainment. It's literally just one room that he sits in. In the beginning of this interview, we kind of just walked in with no security, no nothing. You just walk right in, walk right out at any time that he wants to. He has a hybrid style work schedule. He can literally just walk right in, and plus he gets paid by the salary, so he doesn't have to clock in or clock out. Here, he is just working on his 3-monitor computer. Talks about how he manages all the computers from that one computer. All the computers, company's computers, the printers, the servers, cameras, he can control it from that computer alone, which is absolutely interesting. He also uses this data server called Screen Connect, where he can connect his computer to other computers within the building and control them from there and manage them. He says support the remote users in one active session. Many of his other colleagues can also dabble into it and work from it. He works from Microsoft 365 Admin Center, where they use that to manage the teams and the teams groups and the cloud altogether. Because a lot of the applications that they use are cloud-based, so they manage them from the cloud to all of the individual computers in the system. So they use Microsoft, as I said before, and within it, he's as an administrator. So in there, they can sign licenses to use with to manage groups, and also apply with the MFAs, which stands for multi-factor authenticators for individuals. Users and devices from Microsoft Azure. And he also uses another service called Centrix. Centrix Cloud has multiple servers. Right there in the middle is an example of the computer within the computer that he was talking about. He can use the end users to use better only servers, so when he logs in to access the disk, you can see that computer of another computer within his computer. It was really complicated the way he explained it, but think of it you can see what's happening from another point. It's like sharing a screen or something like that. This is a workspace where they have multiple remote desktops that they can control. The production desktop display, one of them called JBoss or BI, as one of the templates desktops for another desktop. And all the different servers within the Centric Cloud from there. And for security, he brings his own drive, which he didn't bring today. So basically, he manages everyone's computers, all the devices, and user manage devices and users. Over here, this is where he's been working on a processor and does imaging so he can build up this new PC before he gives it back to the end user. He uses systems BIOS, a basic input and output system, to complete this process. Usually he has daily meetings every morning just to, get the team caught up. And then they also have bi-weekly meetings to address the team on a more bigger projects, to get caught up, to seek help, or ask for someone to render on other projects to other teams. He doesn't do a lot of coding. It's very sparing, but when he does, he goes to a desktop and uses this U2 utility server where he logs in and he just goes in and code, but it's a very sparing process. He doesn't do it as often. I did ask about the company as a whole rather than the IT, which works in neurological tech and services and health services. And they do a lot of neurological clinical work. They provide lots of medical services to their patients. They even have some sleep centers in the area. They also work on some neuroscience futuristic projects for their people. They also make MRIs and services for others. But in his job, he just manages their data really and everything that they have for that one complex building in one area. He hosts all their components, data, and so on and so forth. They also provide security within the cloud, with networking and so forth and so on. He goes on to talk about how he got into it. He really loved tinkering with things growing up. That's just one of the things he did. And plus, he was into a lot of music, and he used to work at a club with a lot of musical tech, and that kind of easily translated into his now career, where he has a bachelor's in computer. He has an associate's in computer networking and a bachelor's in computer info/data and cybersecurity. And he has a lot of certifications through Microsoft, through some other big companies too. And then I went to ask if there's any issues within the job. He says that since he's so passionate, he doesn't really find the fact any of his work as issues. He believes that being passionate about your job makes your life so much easier. He's always having fun. And I went to ask him if he wanted to ever advance up, for anyone who wanted to grow into this workspace and advance in payment or whatsoever. He said that the only way is to get specialized professions, and there's always room to advance because technology is always evolving on a daily basis. So basically keeping up with the daily progressions can really help you advance and to grow and be forward moving. Then he goes into more about his pay. If you zoom in closely, look at exactly how much he got paid and how much got deducted from tax and what he actually goes home with on a bi-weekly basis. I did pretty good for having such a flexible schedule. It's paid on a salary basis, not a clock in, clock out type of basis. He works on a fixed salary, which means he can literally just walk in whenever he wants to. He doesn't have to clock in, clock out. No matter, he literally doesn't have to do, if he misses a day of work, he still gets paid. He can be at home and still get paid. He can be on leave sick. As long as he gets his work done, he has a very flexible schedule. Very flexible. And then we go into the server room, which is a big room that is just full of data, full of technological data. He goes in, he starts talking about the deployment, which in the other room, there was a big computer that he could also control the server room with, which connects to this room. So you don't actually have to go into this room, just connect to that. This one, and that deployment has all the image that they deploy to all the other servers. And they have multiple pans. There's a switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, switch 4, switch 5. And the one down here is their firewall wireless control with all the bleeping lights and the VPNs that they have. On the other side, they have this main desk where the service provider provides the internet for them. And all the computers in the building comes in here and then goes to the window back there. These all come from different offices where they connect for data, phones and computers and all of that. They also have some old spare parts that they want to get rid of eventually. So maybe if you guys want to get some old monitors and some old keyboards and stuff. That's where I got my old laptop too. So if y'all want something, just do what you gotta do.